Alright, I'm in the mood to do a video, so I'm gonna do one. And I posted the Eric the Red rant earlier today. That was filmed. Damn, when the hell was that filmed? It has to be a couple months ago now. I think I had the same facial growth though. Anyways, I'm going to do a little recap of the 2007 Sim Awards for the Wrestling Sim. This goes beyond AWOC. It goes, well, actually, AWOC won no awards during this because it didn't exist yet, but it didn't come about until 2008. So 2007, here we go. Starting with the bottom. I'm not really sure what the bottom is, so I'll start with, who is Wrestler of the Year, you may ask? Well, okay, the options were the well-known Byron Giant of the NWWF, ECW V2's Jinzo, ECW V2's Cats McCoy, and finally, New Wrestling Underground, NWU, which is a promotion that I helped start up and then got kicked out of, which is lovely. Their man Ultra Violence was the fourth contender. In the end, it was Jinzo who won the award. I think Byron was second. Cats McCoy and Ultra Violence were not even close. But Jinzo took it mostly due to respect to the fact that he can do a lot of shit in the ring. He can do an incredible amount of crap. I might do some videos on champions. Not today, because I gotta get to studying after this. But maybe in the coming weeks I'll do some videos on the current champions and other notable wrestlers. And I'll dedicate 10 minutes to them. Okay, moving on, we had Match of the Year, which the candidates were Jinzo versus Christopher Archangel in a Inferno Cage match. A Hell in a Cell 4-way match between Euro Mayhem, Ultra Violence, Serial Killer Chris Pines, and the Underground Kid. That was on there too. And the other contenders were a match between See, this is why I should write this stuff down. Right, it was Blitzkrieg versus Du Hast in a German promotion in the game. And finally a ladder match pitting CJ Carpenter versus Austin Blake versus Terminal Shock versus Phantom versus Huevos Hernandez versus Gaijin Samurai for the NWWF lightweight title was the fourth contender, and the winner of this was the Inferno Cage match between Jinzo and Christopher Archangel, which was, I think, got this award more because it was the first ever and probably only ever Inferno Cage match than its actual quality in terms of match. Moving on, Tag Team of the Year went to Prime America. They blew everyone out. The other candidates were the Daredevil Corpse of ECW V2, Nero Mayhem and Serial Killer Chris Pines of NWU, and finally the final candidates were an indie tag team by the name of the Low Riders, which was a pair of Mexican wrestlers, which I don't recall which two they were, because I think that tag team's been disbanded now for like months. Actually, I think it was disbanded like mid-2007, so I was a bit surprised when they got the award nomination. Like I said, it was won by Prime America, Dan Osman, TJ Cool. Moving on, Most Improved Wrestler, which was stupid because, of course, we'd only been running this sim for a year. So, Jinzo picked it up as the... It was Jinzo, Cats McCoy, Ultra Violence, and Byron Giant. And the same for the Breakout Wrestler of the Year. Again, was Jinzo. Finisher of the Year was Jinzo Driver, which is a flip pile driver. Other candidates included the Violent Spike, which is an interesting one. It's Ultra Violence's finisher with a butterfly pile driver followed by a crucifix bomb, which is cool. Also on the list was CJ Carpenter's Emerald Flash, which is also a flip pile driver. And finally, one of the finishers of Yoshimitsu. I'm not sure which one it was. I can't remember. I didn't write this down when it happened. But anyways, Jinzo won that one. Promotion of the year was NWWF, which was the promotion at the time I ran, and I now run AWAC. Other candidates were, of course, NWU, ECW V2, and finally ROW, Right to Wrestle, which I think is out of business now. What else was there? Oh, worst wrestler of the year was Jumbo Spivey. Worst match of the year was Jumbo Spivey versus Masato Uzuma. I don't know if that was really right to name Jumbo Spivey worst wrestler of the year. It's because he, aside from that one match, he wasn't that bad. I guess it's because he had higher profile matches that maybe he got the award. But a couple of other contenders are guys that really don't get used anymore because they got nominated for this award largely. Worst promotion of the year was Hacksaw Honor. By the name of it, maybe you can get why it was the worst. It was a very, very big on blood, hardcore spots, and didn't really have wrestlers who could pull it off, and didn't really have the finances to deal with the inevitable lawsuits that got in the sim. It's out of business, of course. I think those were all the awards. There was a Female Wrestler of the Year award, which went to Maiden Woad. Other candidates were Mariska, Sonia Red, and Hightower, which is this really, really tall girl. Aside from that, I don't think she's all that good, but she was like champion for the entire year for her promotion, so kind of stuck. Alright, I'm going to take the opportunity to do a little news and notes because I got about 3 minutes left. Okay, we're looking to expand into having an all-female promotion, which is going to be run by 2 friends of mine, who are girls. They're going to run it. I'm going to help them because, like, although they do know pro wrestling, they don't know it that good. And also, I mean, I'm going to help them. I'm going to help them along the way. I'm also going to help them in the sim by being a parent company to their promotion, and that means I'm going to siphon some money off for them, which will allow them to bid and keep talent, unlike some indies, which of course are going to lose talent right away. But it's going to be an all-female promotion. Hopefully it takes off. Maybe it won't. I don't know. I'm going to probably give it a section on AWAC as well as giving it its own website, which I hopefully don't have to maintain. Hopefully I can teach them enough about how to maintain the website that they can do it on their own. What else we got here? Other than that, I'm working on a website called the Wrestling Repository, which has a link off of AWAC, which is a link to just basically all the notable wrestlers I can think of. This is mainly going to be AWAC, the female promotion, which, for the record, if you have name ideas for, message me because that'd be cool. We could have a fan-named wrestling promotion. But like I said, the Wrestling Repository is mainly going to consider AWAC things. I might get a deal with New Wrestling Underground, which is NWU, to do theirs, because despite the fact that they kicked me out, it is kind of the place where my character made his name, and you know, to have their history on the website would be awesome, because I can go into more detail about characters like myself, Ash Manson, and Judas Decius that I could not have gone into before. Continuing on, Byron says he's going to do a shoot interview, 2 shoot interviews, one about his feud with Madman and one about his character and the title. Hopefully you can catch those up soon, which will be awesome. If his camera works nice, if it does that freezing thing, it might not be so good, and the audio will be kind of the main attraction. We also have, I've been spreading this around to notable YouTube, like I'll call them shooters just for no other, just because I don't got anything else, but people who do videos dealing with wrestling on a regular basis. I'm offering them some help, basically a creative writer spot. Like, they don't even have to do much, and if you're watching this video and I haven't talked to you, sorry, but message the AWAC Federation account and I'll get to you, simply put. You basically we'll take your input. We may not use it, but we'll take the input. We'll investigate what we can do with it. You have an idea for a feud? Hit us up with it. You have an idea for storyline? Hit us with it. You have an idea for a match type? hit us with it. If you have an idea for a finishing move or a wrestler, hit us with it. That's basically what I'm going to get. That's basically all I got the time for. So I'll see you guys later. March Madness coming up in March is our pay-per-view. I'll give a little bit away. There's going to be a title match. There's going to be a tournament. That's it. Okay. Later.